Alright, so today we're going to talk about 2012, aka the end of the world.
End of the world.
End of the world.
Yeah. Of life as we know it.
Not really history, because it hasn't happened yet, and probably isn't going to
No,
happen.
but it will be the end of history.
So we're going to talk.
Civilization.
So enlighten me on 2012.
Okay.
Right.
So back in the day,
Right.
a little group called the Mayans, right, pretty much ruled the universe.
Right.
They were known as, they were like the He-Men of our time. Even though
Masters-
He-Men
the masters
wasn't
of the
really
universe.
our time. Yes, the Masters of the Universe, kind of
Right.
like that. And Skeletor
Yes.
would be played by the Sun, I think.
Just the sun itself.
The Sun itself is Skeletor. All right,
Okay.
I'm putting this into your, I don't know, your lingo here. All
Right. Because that's what He-Man
That's
from
what you know.
1988.
Yeah.
The cartoon.
The cartoon.
And the movie with Dolph Lundgren. That's what you're
Oh, really?
referencing
Yes.
as a pop culture reference.
Pop culture.
Okay.
So the Mayans got
Right.
together and they would do these little chants, oh yeah, oh la la la, and they would look at the stars and they would say, holy shit, and they could see the future, right? Because I believe too, there's aliens that came down and said, listen guys,
Uh-huh.
build some crazy stuff
Right.
because the world's gonna end in 2012. Make a calendar because the world's gonna just be done.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen where, boom, vanished, and they're like, holy shit, really? Let's make a calendar and go all the way from year one,
Yeah.
which you don't know, year 1 to year 2012, right?
Right.
How many years is that? 2012?
Yeah. That's if,
That
if
was-
your math is right, that'd be it.
All right. So they went. So what, they went boom, boom, right?
Yeah.
They're like, boom. The world's going to end in 2012. You better
How did
prepare
they
yourself.
figure this out
They
now?
built, this is what they did.
Okay.
They built these temples, right?
Yeah.
Where they would bury things in the temples. And they
Right.
built it.
Pyramids.
They
is what
built
they're
it. No,
called.
they weren't Egyptians. They were not
But
pyramids.
weren't they like a type of pyramid though?
No.
Like a step
They were-
pyramid? Isn't that?
Yeah,
what
it's
mine?
called the ruins. All right, so
Okay.
the ruins were in direct alignment with
Yeah.
the sun
Right.
during some kind of a period during the year, like maybe the summer solstice. I think
Okay.
21st of June,
Right.
the sun would be perfectly in line, and there would be like a snake that
Right.
would ride up the back of the ruins, or the pyramid, as I call them, the steps. Like an idiot.
Uh-huh.
So, and then
Snake?
it would form this snake, and the snake at the end of it had a mouth,
What most snakes do.
and it would spit fire.
Uh-huh.
So, there they got together and they dipped their pens in ink. You didn't know that
I'm sorry.
they invented pens.
Yeah.
And
they invented pens.
Yes, and
Okay.
they drew out a calendar. They made
Right.
boxes and squares and shit, and
Uh-huh.
put numbers. And
Yeah.
somehow they figured out that there was 30 days, half September, April, June, and November.
Yeah.
All the rest have 31, except for February, which is on 28, except for a leap year, has 29. They made the song, if you didn't know that.
Oh, they did make that
Yes,
song.
they
too.
made that song.
Uh-huh.
So knowing this and knowing the song,
Right.
they were like, shit, okay. Boom. They knew, okay,
They wrote out
January,
then-
blah, blah, blah. They knew what, they knew there was 365 days in a year because the sun would rotate around the earth,
Right.
and the stars would be in different alignment with the sun and the moon,
Uh-huh.
so they knew the days of the week that it was.
So they figured out a calendar, basically, is what you're telling me. How the hell does that have to do with
As-
anything at the end of the world?
Because it's astronomically, dude. I'm trying to tell you that 2012 is strictly astronomical,
Right.
all right? And like
Can I-
zodiacs and shit.
Can I ask you a question?
No. No, you cannot.
Can I pose
No.
a question
No.
to this
Hold on. Let me.
insane theory? Okay, there's the Mayans, right? The Egyptians did the same thing. The Greeks did the same
Oh,
thing.
we'll get
the
started on the
Romans did
Egyptians.
the same thing.
Romans.
None of
listen,
them talk about 2012. This is the only people
Only
that talk
Mayans
about,
do?
talk about 2012.
Well, that's because the Egyptians, they have hieroglyphics, and we as people cannot read them because aliens wrote them. So that's why that is. So now what is going on here is just a galactic battle between Earth and the rest of the universe.
So like Scientology? No?
No,
Between
because
Earth
I
and
don't.
the rest of the universe. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Star Wars, pretty much.
It's
So
nothing
George
what
Lucas
Star Wars is
knew
about.
a lot of shit.
That is not what Star Wars is about.
I
Go.
think Star Wars is like a battle between
You've never seen Star Wars, have you?
many times. Anyway, so
Keep going.
So this is what's gonna
I have
happen.
no idea where this is going. Go ahead.
No, I'm telling you, man.
Okay.
I'm telling you. All right. So the Egyptians knew. Actually, the Mayans knew what was going down because aliens came down and they told them.
Right.
You ever seen Indiana Jones and Crystal Skulls?
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I
the
have.
new one?
Yes.
It's about that shit.
Uh-huh.
So what's going down? All right. So the Mayans, they did their thing. They knew what was going on with the planets and the Earth and the sun and the stars,
Uh-huh.
and they wrote down, all the shit. And they said in the year 2012 that a big meteor. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Let me get this right. What's going to happen is the Earth is going to be in direct alignment with the galactical belt that is in the Milky Way galaxy, which is going to be the center of the universe. If you didn't know that. And then that's when seas will start to rise, earthquakes will happen, fire will fall from the sky, biblical shit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Ghostbusters kind of biblical shit when
Yes.
Bill Murray said that at
Yes.
the one thing. Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of what's going to go happen.
And that's 2012.
And 2012 is not going to be, you know what, but it might be a gradual slope. So probably from like January in 2012 to about December, we'll die. I think. Or what my other theory would be is that
you're
we
wrong.
will be enlightened to a certain degree
Yeah.
in human evolution and we'll have to be in telepathic. What do you think about that one? I just blew your mind. You have no idea. I'm sending you thoughts right now.
This is the most insane talk.
It's insane if you don't
you've ever
believe it.
had.
It's insane if you don't believe it.
Really?
Yes.
I have no words. I think you've seen Stargate too many times. Is my answer to that.
I've never seen Stargate.